Hello again. Did you not go to bed? Did you come back for part 2? I don't blame you. Part 2. First was her infamous Miss Palaver's Complete History of the World. It was a performance that lasted 17 hours, with no interval. The proud parents in the audience slept in shifts, waking each other up when one of their daughters had a line in the play. If anyone tried to pop out to use the toilet, Miss Palaver blocked their path with a staff. "Ye shall not pass, or ye shall miss a good bit." See the parents asleep. Musicals were Miss Palaver's greatest love. She wrote one about her goldfish, who she called William Shakespeare. The drama teacher cast the head girl as the fish, who was given a snorkel and flippers. A giant glass bowl was built, filled with water, and she was dropped into it. Splosh! Sadly, none of the songs from Goldfish the Musical could actually be heard, as they were all sung underwater. Look, they were going blub, 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 blub. Who could forget the self-penned play of her own life, Miss Palaver, the tears and laughter of a legend? All those who had the misfortune of seeing this one woman show tried to forget it, but sadly it was seared into their memories forever. Miss Palaver played herself, of course, from birth to the present day. She was, according to the script, the most beloved teacher who ever walked the earth. A wordless one-woman ballet called Amoeba. Amoebas are made of just one single cell. The human body, in comparison, might be made of 37.2 trillion. Don't try to count them, or you'll be there all day. An amoeba, Miss Palaver dressed up as the smallest creature on earth and pranced around the stage for 4 hours. That was considered to be her absolute worst. There you go. Amoeba. The school magazine, The Ostentation, gave it the poorest review in the history of theatre. It read simply, poo. In Biscuit Assortment, the opera, a dozen different biscuits came alive, stepped out of the tin and began singing in Italian. The opera was the show Palaver considered to be her absolute masterpiece. Pink wafer, chocolate finger, ginger nut, bourbon, jammy dodger and custard cream were all at war as to who was the ruler of the magical kingdom. The magical kingdom of Biscuit Tin Land. It was even worse than it sounds, and I know it sounds horrific. The most terrible thing that could ever happen to you if you were a pupil at Lady Ostentatiousness School for Posh Girls was to be cast in one of Palaver's productions. It's a biscuit, look. As it was a boarding school, it was impossible to escape being in one. Each term, Miss Palaver posted a list of who was playing who on the notice board. The girls called it the List of Doom. Dun, dun, dun. There was no way of saying no. Any girl who did was expelled on the spot and forced to go to a less posh school, thereby bringing shame upon her family forever.
I can't believe it.
Rehearsals for a Palaver production would go on for months, sometimes even years, often through the night. Worst of all, Miss Palaver would scream at you if you forgot a line or moved on the wrong spot on the stage. "Knoweth, you are ruiningeth it. Now do it again, and again, and again, until you getteth it right." The poor girls would burst into tears. Not that the teacher cared. All she cared about was her precious play, and she demanded nothing short of perfection. One morning, Miss Palaver was called into the headmistress's office. This was not an everyday occurrence. So the drama teacher's mind immediately began worrying as to why she'd been summoned. Were her plans for drama-themed food in the dining hall finally going to come into fruition? Look, Shakespeare's spam fritters, Chekhov's Cornish pasties. Ibsen's ice pops. Beckett's Brussels sprouts. Brecht's blancmange. Wilde's wok fried noodles. Pirandello's pink custard. Moliere's meatballs. William's Wiener Schnitzel. And Sophocles' sausage rolls. 10 famous playwrights from around the world. William Shakespeare from England. Anton Chekhov from Russia. Henrik Ibsen, he was from Norway. Samuel Beckett, Ireland. Bertolt Brecht from Germany. Oscar Wilde from Ireland. Luigi Pirandello was from Italy. Jean-Baptiste Bocquelin or Molière was France. Tennessee Williams was the United States of America. And Sophocles, they didn't have first names in ancient Greece. He was from ancient Greece. Was she about to receive a Lifetime Achievement Award for services to drama? Was the school going to be demolished so her plans for a brand new 1,000-seater theatre could be built, called, of course, the Palaver Memorial Theatre? Was the headmistress stepping down and Miss Palaver taking over, allowing her to turn Lady Ostentatious's into a drama school with lessons only in drama, and more drama? Or, best of all, was she going to be made a dame by Her Majesty the Queen? Dame Paloma Palaver had a lovely ring to it. Why is she being called to the headmistress's office? I'm going to wait. You wait until tomorrow. Should we find out tomorrow? Now, good night now. This is a good night, not part 3 in a minute. Part 3 tomorrow. Have a good night and speak to you tomorrow.
Goodbye.